Hi, I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Rihanna, and welcome back to Fresh Off the Broke.
Fresh Off the Broke is about personal experiences growing up Asian American in a predominantly white community, Asian media, and Asian pop culture in general. Race has always been a sensitive topic. Every day, there are debates over race. With our podcast, we intend to shed light on the experiences of first-generation Asian immigrants, not put them on a pedestal.
We understand that race isn't everything, but there should be an acknowledgement of people of color, the knowledge gap, and the racial divide that will ideally be broken. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the episode. Today we will be discussing Asian video games.
Yay!
Yay! I am very excited for this episode. Are you?
Me too. Yeah, of course.
I'm glad.
I've been dreading this episode since you brought it up.
Oh my gosh. Well,
every night I've been losing sleep just thinking about the fact that I have to do this.
Dang.
I'm doing this against my will.
Dang. Well, you heard it here first. So, you guys might be wondering, video games, that's kind of random. Well,
or is it?
It is almost summertime. And, you know, what do you guys do in the summer? Go out, have fun. Well, I don't go out. I stay home and play video games, which is partially true. I do go out. But I think that video games are a pretty fun summer activity, you know, no school, more friends to play video games together.
And COVID still exists.
Yeah.
So,
unlike some of you like to believe. So
it is good to not constantly be out and wilding.
Yeah. Video games are a very good alternative to all that.
Mm-hmm. So bouncing off the spirit of Asian Pacific Heritage Month, we are going to be talking about Asian video games in particular, as to spotlight and talk about some cool Asian video games that exist now, some iconic ones from the past, and later in this episode, we may or may not be including a little gameplay of one.
Yeah.
Which is new and exciting for this podcast.
It is. Very.
And we hope that our listeners that do play video games will enjoy maybe hearing about new games that they've never played. Maybe get to hear about a game they already like. And people that don't play video games, we hope that you enjoy this in the sense that maybe you're being introduced to something new. Or you can just be a standoff. How do I say this? You're enjoying from the sideline. Mm-hmm. Which kind of falls into our next point, which is a little disclaimer about me in particular. So I do not play video games, really. I mean, I play video games in the sense that I still have a DS, and so I play like Mario Kart or games like that. Or I play Tetris on my phone. But I'm very much not a certified gamer.
I see.
I am a gamer in spirit, not in practice. I have many friends that play video games, one being Rihanna, but I am not a video game person.
Yes.
For no reason that I dislike them. It's just like growing up, you have strict Asian parents and they don't want to let you play, and then now it's just not really a part of my life.
Yeah. Well, I will argue that today you will be a gamer because
I'm always a gamer in spirit.
You'll be
today. I will be a gamer in practice.
In action. Yeah.
In action.
Yeah.
Very intense.
Very.
It actually will be, and you'll understand why.
Yeah, we'll get into it. So stay tuned, y'all.
Yeah. Let's get into the episode.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's out of the way.
So, Asian video games specifically. Now, whether that be made by an Asian company or just Asian representation in general, And honestly, I thought of this episode in particular, and specifically the representation part, because I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with the game Valorant. Now, I personally do not play it, and I know Tiffany does not either.
That felt like a personal attack. However, you are correct.
Yeah, I mean, we both don't play it. But recently, I think somewhat recently, there was a Filipino agent or character that was introduced into Valorant. And a couple, like my friend and his friends who play Valorant, have been nonstop asking me to cosplay as the Filipino agent, which is how I found out that there was an actual Filipino agent in Valorant.
For Halloween or in general?
Just like in life. They just want me to dress up as her.
So tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever I'm free, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But that's pretty cool. Like, I don't know, Filipino specifically representation isn't really, that popular or that common. So hearing that was like, oh, that's really cool. But it does make sense because, Valorant players are mostly East/Southeast/South Asian.
I was waiting for another flash.
But yeah. And just in terms of like more Asian representation in general, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Now, these are very OG games. I'm sure everybody knows, well, of all ages knows about Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. But there are lots of like East Asian characters in these games. And they both are like originally arcade games. So your typical like joystick, play it in an arcade game. But they have moved to like PC or Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, all that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I do enjoy a good little Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I've played Street Fighter before at an arcade. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's always nice to play like in an actual arcade. Especially No, just with people also. Like it's fun to play with other friends.
And a game that kind of came to mind when we were talking about very popular Asian games. I don't play this. Okay, I probably should stop saying that because it's going to be promoting. But a game that came to mind was Final Fantasy.
True.
Which is a Japanese game.
Yes.
So Asian. And it's a huge line of games, right?
Never ends.
They recently came out with another one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, upcoming 16th installment announced in 2020.
God, very long.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking at the release timeline on right now and wow. I'm gonna screenshot this and put this on the screen for any of y'all just to see the impressiveness of this. This is spans from 1987 to TBA.
Yeah.
Which, in case you didn't know, stands for to be a noun.
Jeez. Good for them.
Yeah. I mean, they have many fans.
Yeah. Very big fan base. I mean, when you have that many games, you'd hope to have at least a very big fan base.
Yeah, for sure. And even though I haven't played it, it looks nice.
It does. It's very aesthetic.
Like the animation or the general environmental design of the
just like the style. Very pretty. Speaking of Japanese games, I don't know how I forgot about this one.
Oh my gosh. Mama. Wait, what?
Cooking Mama.
Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna talk about like rhythm game for a second.
Oh no, I mean, well, God, okay, we can get into that, but Cooking Mama first. Did you play Cooking Mama?
Yes, I played Cooking Mama. I played Gardening Mama.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's the Gardening Mama game.
I did not know that.
I had a few of the Cooking Mama games on my DS. I don't think I've played all of them, but I've played one or two versions of Cooking Mama. Oh, that game was so much fun.
It is. I mean, I didn't have a DS. So whenever I went to my cousin's house, I would play on his Cooking Mama.
Mhm.
And I always got scared when Mama was angry.
With the fire in her eyes.
Yeah, I got scared.
I always got freaked out, and this for sure plays into the whole thing where Asian people, they, you know how with grades,
Yeah.
if you don't get an A, you're dead. Well, you're not actually dead.
Yeah.
I would always get freaked out if I got a silver instead of a gold.
Yeah, same.
Be like, no, no.
I need to
and then I'd be
redo it.
devastated if I got a bronze.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't know what I mean, at the end of, so Cooking Mama, cooking game, obviously, and it's kind of so it's step-by-step rundown of how to make a specific dish, and there's like a bunch of them. And so every time you have to go through a step, at the end of it, you get a rating. So you get a gold, silver, bronze. Is there one below that?
I don't think so.
Okay. And then at the end, when you're done the entire dish, you get your final rating. And so when this wouldn't happen every single time, but enough time for me to remember, where if I got a silver in a step or after a step or a bronze, I'd start over.
Me too.
But sometimes you just can't get past it, and then you just end up with a silver, and then you're just sad. You're a sad kid.
Disappointed in yourself at age too young.
That's core memory.
Yep. I mean, I guess we cannot not talk about the gaming giant that is Nintendo. I'm sure we're all familiar with what Nintendo is, but they are a Japanese company, in case you didn't know somehow.
Creator, they're behind so many of the games that are beloved today and also in the past.
Yes.
I mean, earlier I was talking about Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Mario Kart, Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, Mario Party.
Princess Peach.
Yes. There's
Bowser. I'm just naming characters. Wait, I have a
the Legend of Zelda, yes.
When you played Mario or any Mario game where you had to pick a character, who was your starter?
Oh, I wasn't a very consistent person with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see.
I've gone through, I don't know if I want to call it phases, but I've had time where I would play with one and then later on I play with someone else. So for example, let's say my starter was Daisy or Peach. So let's play with Peach and then eventually move on to Daisy. Not in the same day, I don't think. Maybe if I was playing Super Smash Brothers, sometimes I would change, but I digress. And then, I don't know, move on to Luigi. Nice. Or something like that.
Nice.
Did you have a go-to character? Do you have a go-to character?
Like every small child that was a girl. I always
Why did you say it like that?
I mean,
small
I don't know. My wording was a little all over the place there, but I always played Peach when I was a kid. But now I play as Bowser.
Something about that feels ironic.
Yeah.
character development.
Either Bowser or Bowser Jr., which is basically just Bowser's child, and he's so cute.
Yes, agreed.
So yeah.
Mm. Do you have a favorite Nintendo game or favorite Nintendo game?
Not really. I mean, I more played like a lot of indie games when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll play Nintendo games now, but they're not really like my go-to type games, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean,
That's fair.
Mario Kart was fun though. I like driving and I'm terrible at it, but
Mm-hmm.
what about you?
I don't know if it's fair to say they're my favorite because they were the only ones I knew, really.
Mhm.
But I used to really like, in terms of Nintendo, I used to really like Super, oh no, Mario Party,
Mm.
Super Smash Brothers, which I didn't have. My friend had it, and so when I go over to their house, we play Super Smash Brothers, and that was always a lot of fun.
Mhm.
And then Mario Kart. I would probably say those are the three.
Hell
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the trinity of Mario games.
Yeah, sure.
Well, yeah. Y'all comment down below what your favorite Nintendo game is.
Is Animal Crossing
Yeah.
a Nintendo game?
I completely forgot about Animal Crossing. Wow. I cannot believe
Because
that.
I played one of the, I don't know if it was the very first like original version of Animal Crossing, but I played a very old version of Animal Crossing in the past. Let us know if you play Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
There's probably plenty of people that play
Yeah,
Animal
probably
Crossing.
everyone listening. Wow, I can't believe I do not play Animal Crossing, so.
Neither do I. I mean, unless you count the one that I played in the past. But I do not have the new one. I don't have a Switch or anything like that.
See,
Comment down below if you have a Switch.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember it was getting really, really big. But when it came out, it was either like the two games that were out at the time were Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal. And I was on the Doom Eternal side because I really wanted to play it. It's part of the Doom series. It's a video game. It's like first person shooter, monsters.
Doom Eternal.
But
I'm looking at this.
To this day, I still have not played Doom Eternal. Or Animal Crossing, but I don't think I would ever play Animal Crossing. Please don't come for me for saying that, but
I can't make any promises. I mean, I wouldn't, but I can't make any promises that no one's going to.
Yeah, true. Well, speaking of Doom Eternal, horror games. Well, Doom isn't really a horror game. It could be, but it's more like a fighting game. But Asian horror games are superior to any other genre of horror game, personally, in my opinion.
Similar to horror movies.
Yes, which we talked about before. So today, we've kind of been alluding to this, but we will actually be playing an Asian horror game. So we wanted to kind of have its own segment, or just horror games in general, because as we said, Asian horror games are superior. So the first thing that comes to mind is the iconic Silent Hill series. It's a survival horror series, and it was created by a Japanese company, but the latest like 6 games were developed by Westerners because it just got really, really popular. And there is actually a movie based on Silent Hill in general. So if you're not into video games, maybe a movie would be better. I don't know. I've never seen the movie, but Silent Hill is like one of the staple horror games. It was kind of like the first of its kind when it came out. But yeah, very iconic in just horror video games in general. In terms of more recent video games, there are a couple that I did want to play today, but unfortunately, they're not compatible with my computer. So
We got sabotage.
yeah, very sad because I have been watching, shout out, I've been watching a lot of Coryxkenshin. He is linked in our description, so please go check him out. He has played Japanese horror games from kind of like the same company that's been developing them. And just two that stood out to me were the convenience store and the closing shift. I forget the name of the company, but again, also linked in the description. It's just the closing shift is about being a young girl working at a closing shift at a cafe, and it is just like a cafe simulator, but also the twist is you're being stalked by somebody. So that is the horror aspect to it. And the convenience store is also about a college girl who works at a convenience store. But instead of like real life horror, it's more paranormal horror that goes on. I would highly recommend you guys watch the playthroughs by Coryxkenshin. He goes into depth in these videos and he finishes the game in like one sitting, which is convenient. And he's very funny. So shout out to Coryxkenshin. And another game that he plays is also another Japanese horror game from a different company though. It's called Aka Manto, and it's actually based on a Japanese urban legend. Aka Manto means red cloak, and it's allegedly a spirit who haunts school bathrooms, and it targets female students. So I don't think in the game it specifies if you're playing as a female student or not, but you do get to explore like the urban legend and also just like cultural norms from Japanese culture. It's a little dark, but it is also very interesting. Again,
Play at your own discretion.
yeah. And if you don't want to play but you are interested, watch Coryxkenshin's videos. Very interesting. But yeah, I mean, all of these video games that I've talked about in the horror genre are all Japanese, but they all just hit differently, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about Japanese horror games, but they are scary.
I mean, Japanese horror movies are
Yeah.
also on a different level.
Yeah. I mean, we have talked about this also. That scary little girl with the hair in front of her face trope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just gets me.
They wrote the blueprint for that one.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, do you have a favorite Asian horror game?
I do. Now, this is a disclaimer for everybody listening. Tiffany already knows this, but I'm very into horror. However, I cannot handle jump scares.
I sat next to you during your reaction.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know how this works. I really, really love like anything horror, but if it comes to like playing a game or watching a movie, I am hiding. I am covering my eyes.
She's screaming.
Yeah, it's
yelling.
It's a whole ordeal.
Frightening people nearby.
Yeah. But I do enjoy watching other people play. And my favorite Asian horror game would have to be the PT Silent Hill demo, which I don't think it became a real game. So
Mhm.
what happened was like the Silent Hill video games like from the Japanese company had already been published, and the developers made a demo of what they were going to like make
Oh,
next.
is that the canceled horror game?
Yeah. So not
Canceled
canceled.
in 2015.
So it's very, very simple. The demo is very simple, but it is terrifying, and watching other people play it makes me like it's scary. But
Mhm.
you play as I think it's a man who's walking through his house, and you're just walking in a loop through the house over and over again. And as you do more loops, the more that the atmosphere changes and you hear different things around you, and things will appear, very spooky.
Mhm.
And there's like a scene where you have to go to the bathroom and hide from something. You find something in the sink. It's more me like not wanting to have to censor everything because it is pretty graphic, rather than me not wanting to spoil things, because again, it did come out 7 years ago. Um, it was very, very popular, and everyone was so excited for the actual game to come out, because if that's what the demo was like, then obviously the game is going to be great, right? But then they just didn't make the game. Disappointing.
Gameplay that you described just now kind of reminds me of a game that came out recently that I saw people playing. It was called 12 Minutes.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's not an Asian game, but it's kind of like what you were saying, how you walk into a room and then you're looped in over and over again. And it's about this man who has 12 minutes, or really like maybe 10, to save him and his wife. Or I guess you could argue that it's more him, but there's a loop, and then you find out more things, and then you might like get transferred to a different place or different part of reality. It's definitely not horror,
No.
but it's the
Puzzle.
same kind of concept as what you were just talking about.
Well, I will say by loop in PT, I mean like actually like walking around the house in a loop. Because isn't the 12 minutes like kind of like time loop?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you have 12 minutes and then when it's up, it's either, I mean, it kind of depends, but
Yeah.
sometimes you might, because there's a police officer and then they're coming in 10 or 12 minutes. And so it's either something happens before then, or you have to start over no matter what.
Yeah. I see. It's also funny because in PT, you're looping, and at the end of it, you find out that you're actually the murderer. Like that's what you're playing as.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like the complete opposite. Now, the moment that we've all been waiting for,
Drum roll, please.
we shall start to introduce the game that we are going to play this episode. Now, this is
Woo!
an Asian horror game. It isn't new. It came out in like 2017. Oh, wow, that's actually 5 years ago. I just took that in. But it has been resurfacing, especially on TikTok. And I saw a TikTok about it, and I thought we should play it. Sounds interesting. We can get into it. But yeah, so the game is called Detention, and it is actually based on the White Terror period in Taiwan. And it's just like a side scroller, like click and point horror game. So it's nothing like too intense if anyone is worried. But it does incorporate lots of like religious elements based on Taiwanese culture and just like Taiwanese mythology in general. And yeah, we're going to be playing as a student that is trapped in a high school due to a tsunami. That's all I'll say.
I can't wait.
Now. I'm nervous.
Oh, and a little disclaimer or note to our listeners. This part of the episode will be more visual heavy, and we will make an effort to try and describe what things look like. However, for the full experience and for more context, we do recommend that you head over to our YouTube channel so that you can watch the gameplay in full, because and we can't promise that we will be focused enough, or because it is a horror game, so
yeah,
we can't promise that we'll be focused enough to describe everything.
Yeah,
and it may be confusing to sit and listen to us for a moment freaking out with no context.
Yeah. Again, we'll try to describe.
Especially Rihanna, because she'll be screaming the entire time.
Yeah, headphone warning. Again, I said this, I do get scared, and I am the one controlling it, so this will be something to either listen to or watch. Wish us good luck, y'all.
I wish us good luck.
Me too. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the gameplay portion. I'm nervous.
I'm here.
That makes it better. Okay, well, we're starting. Oh, this is so creepy looking.
Class, the following material is important. Pay attention. This will be on the final exam. During this time period, many provincial military leaders.
And our eyes closed.
Falling asleep in class. Wait, but we're sitting at a very.
Right.
Oh, that's we're the ones sleeping in class.
Yeah.
But I thought we were watching. Okay, I see. Look, it's instructor by.
So this is like a side view of a classroom through a window.
Is that a security officer?
I think so. Okay, class, let's take a short break. The teacher and the officer are now talking, and we are asleep on our desk.
Miss Yin, have you seen this list before?
It's just text on a screen right now. Okay. So we are now the only person in the room. It is dark.
Why did no one wake us up?
Yeah, this is strange. Where is it?
Or are we awake in a dream?
How come nobody's here? ... A typhoon alert. Oh God, this is my nightmare. There shouldn't be any typhoons this time of year.
Did he travel back in time?
What's going on here? Oh no, it's the gameplay part. Okay, so.
What do you mean it's the gameplay part? That's what literally the whole game, Rihanna.
So let's just look around first.
Okay, it's a rainy day. I mean, typhoon alert in a classroom. We're getting side view, which is interesting. I don't know if any of you know anything about
what's this?
Schools in East Asia, but I've always wondered what it would be like to go to a boarding school or go to school in China, because, and I don't mean this as to romanticize boarding schools in China. I've just always wondered what it would be like to go to a boarding school in China, because boarding school is very different from what they have in America.
Yeah.
Or I guess in North America, I mean. And we also don't really, private schools aren't like that huge of a thing over here in Canada. Anyway.
Okay, so.
There's a note on the table. Where did Miss Yin go? Whoever was passing this note in class was worried about Miss Yin. Miss Yin keeps calling in sick lately. That's weird. No kidding, man. I hate those other subs they send in. Okay, so they found a note, like people passing notes in class, and that was the content. People's conversation. Okay, this is the school anthem. Has a decent melody. The lyrics, however, feel like another one of the propagandas promoting patriotism. School motto and rules. The first thing in orientation was to memorize the school motto and rules. All that, be honest. All that, be honest, be brave, be loyal, be frugal stuff. And making sure you know it was Principal Mr. Shen who established these foundations for us.
Okay, that seems to be, I think this is our like notebook, and this note right here on the right side.
Yeah, everything on the left side of the notebook is usually the English translation for what's written in Chinese. On the right, what's written in traditional Chinese.
I'll put it in my notebook. Okay. Now there is, so the notebook popped up here. There is a note on the wall. So let's read it. Typhoon
alert. Thought the weather was quite nice during history class.
Okay, well, I think that's everything in the room. I don't want to leave. Tiffany, I'm scared. Which door do you want to take?
Do you think it will make a difference?
You see the enter pop up?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yes.
Well, we kind of have to.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I don't mean to.
Okay, I feel like you know something.
What do you see?
We're zooming in. We're in the auditorium. There's someone on the stage leaning. It looks like they're sitting down.
I don't like it.
We gotta slow zoom.
I don't like it. I'm not looking.
Is that person fully clothed?
I'm scared. What can you see?
Oh, we're walking from the side. There's someone, I can't tell if they're sitting on a chair or not, but they're leaning and they're...
Let's go up to her.
Are we supposed to interact with that person?
Probably.
Are they alive?
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm really scared. We're going up to her. What? Hello? Wake up.
Wake up. You shouldn't be here. I mean...
We shouldn't.
I hear music.
Oh my god, that scared me! This is scary.
That's interesting. Okay, the girl. Where am I? Okay, maybe she was awake. I mean, asleep. The auditorium. Oh, we're Wei. Our name is Wei. Okay, the auditorium. You were sleeping on the stage. What? Huh? Oh wait, we should probably. One of us should be something. One of us.
Oh, okay. I'll be the girl.
Okay.
Huh?
School is canceled because a typhoon is coming.
Typhoon?
I just came from my classroom. You're the first person I've come across.
Oh my god. Weird. How did I...
We should get going. It's getting dark in here. And the rain is starting to pour. ...
Wait. My necklace is gone.
What?
Have you seen my necklace?
I feel like we're alluding to something.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Oh, sorry. I think we're alluding to something. That was me. Back to Wei. Wei says, I don't think so.
How? I must have lost it somewhere. Oh my god. I'm not leaving without it. Girl.
Do you need help finding it?
Would it be too much trouble? Yes, there's a typhoon. Do you see the text?
Well, we'll certainly find it faster if we look together. ...
Thank you, then.
Is she appreciative or not?
I think so.
What kind of necklace are you looking for?
A deer-shaped jade pendant tied to a red cord.
Let's split up and... Let's split up and search for it then. Wait, why are we splitting up? I mean, that makes sense, but why are we splitting up?
I know. Thanks. That means a lot. Okay.
A deer-shaped pendant on a red cord. A deer-shaped, let me see that. Deer-shaped pendant on a red cord. I'm trying to see if that had any cultural significance.
Oh, we're going to room.
I don't know where we. Is that a library? What is that? Is that a fan?
Flagpoles and
Flag.
signs. This stuff is used during our school assemblies.
Is this another storage room?
I think so. There is an umbrella in this bucket. Take the umbrella. Yes.
It's broken.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh man.
This is also. Oh, we can use the I think that's it. Something's in there.
Oh no.
I can't reach it. Is that something behind the fan, or am I losing my mind? Oh my god. We got it.
Oh, what? How did it get in there?
Item received. White jade deer pendant necklace on a red cord.
An old exhaust fan. The power is off. There's a dim sound coming from the
No,
the end of the
thank
vent
you.
shaft.
Bye. I hate how dark it gets when it's loading. Where's the girl? Please don't tell me she's gone.
Didn't we split up?
Oh my god. Wait, what is it?
Wait, but Rihanna, didn't we split up?
Yeah, we did.
It's odd seeing the classroom chair over here. Oh, she's
Oh
back.
my god.
Is it for school play?
Okay.
Why is she walking so eerily? Why were you sleeping in the auditorium?
Well, I don't know either. I'm still feeling a little dizzy.
Maybe you need to give her a massage, Rihanna.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's find the necklace and go. Wait. But we found it.
Okay. We did. Oh, do I have to cure?
Oh, yeah. You don't have to hand it to her.
Is
Is this the necklace?
Oh. You found it. That's awesome. Thank you. Where did you find it?
Oh, she has it on now. In the storage room next to the stage. It seems like someone threw it into a vent in there.
No. What? Why would it be in such a place? ... Well, forget it. You found it anyways.
Let's get going before the rain gets heavy. Are we friends now?
I guess. Sure. Oh my god.
Is that blood?
It looks like it. Whoa. Why is the river red?
This looks like. This kind of looks like blood.
Blood? Oh my god. Don't say that. Why is there red? Oh, I thought that was on
It's just in the background. Sorry, I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, so as Tiffany was saying earlier, she thinks that both the characters are dead. From now on, we're going to talk about a little, like, some spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers, you can skip to the outro. So you were saying it looks like they're both dead. So that's actually true. This is purgatory for, it's her purgatory. It's actually like the main character is actually Ray. She has depression, even though she's very smart, because of school issues, or not school, home issues. She speaks with her school counselor and she develops a romantic relationship with the counselor. But she's unaware that the counselor and Miss Yin smuggle banned books for a secret book club where Wei and several other students are also members. So she finishes her counseling sessions because of her depression, but the counselor ends their relationship. And then she overhears the counselor and her teacher, Miss Yin, in the auditorium arguing about how the counselor's relationship with Ray can endanger their book club. And Ray misinterprets this as the teacher being romantically involved with the counselor. So Ray passes out on the stage, and this is like the background to when we found her on the chair as Wei. So on the night of the typhoon, Ray gets Wei to tell her about the book club and how the teacher, Miss Yin, is involved. She then convinces him to give her a copy of the book list. And she was inspired by the way her mother got rid of her abusive father by framing him and reporting him to the authorities. Ray gives the list to Instructor Bai, who is the military officer that we saw earlier, hoping that it would get the teacher, Miss Yin, fired. However, this led to the arrest of Wei and other student members other student members, and Miss Yin fled the country, so she escaped. The counselor, however, got executed. And obviously, Ray feels very guilty. She feels very responsible for the counselor's death and the other students getting arrested, and I think they also died. Plus, she was getting bullied at school. Ray jumped off of a school building. And so this game is actually us playing as Ray's soul, going through a cycle of purgatory as her soul refuses to accept the guilt that she feels. So you were right that we are dead.
And I'm a genius.
Really are. I mean, they are glowing quite a bit. Near the end, Ray's shadow appears and asks a series of questions. And if Ray refuses to acknowledge her actions and guilt, the shadow states that she and Ray are not the same. And Ray walks down a path beside the river of blood with Wei, the counselor, the teacher, and they're all telling her the cycle will not end. Ray then enters the auditorium where people applaud her as her shadow awards her with a noose. Ray hangs herself, and the auditorium fades into its abandoned state in the present, implying that Ray's soul will repeat the cycle over and over again. So that's one of the endings. The other ending is that when the shadow asks her all these questions about her guilt, if she accepts it, the true ending is unlocked. She'll find a paper airplane containing a message of love and farewell from the counselor, and heads to his office. Oh no, and she heads to his office. She witnesses his arrest, and he tells her that she should be born to live freely without fear and oppression. It then shifts to like modern day, where Wei, who is now a middle-aged man, is revealed to be alive and was sentenced to hard labor, but was pardoned following the end of the White Terror period. His journal reveals Miss Yin spent the rest of her life abroad as an activist, but she unfortunately died of lung cancer before she could come back home. Wei then heads to his old classroom and sits at his desk, and you can see Ray's ghost sitting across from him.
Oh, and also just a quick disclaimer that we forgot to say at the beginning of the gameplay. This is not sponsored at all. We just wanted to play this game for fun and try something new for the podcast. We do not have affiliate links of any kind for this game.
No.
And this is not, we are not being paid to do any of this.
No. Well, that was definitely something.
Yeah, that was a fob first.
It was.
And you know what? If it could be a fob second, if people enjoyed that.
Please. We just turned into a gaming channel.
Let's make a gaming channel. It's a side channel. Who knows? Do you want us on Twitch? Do you want to see us play games?
Yeah.
Do you want to see us?
That too.
Or we could make avatars and then
VTubers.
Exactly. Except it would be actually no, it wouldn't work. I was gonna say it'd be F2 for fresh off the broke, but I don't think that's how Fresh off the VTube. That kind of has a ring to it. Anyways, I digress. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for staying for the gameplay if you did, and for tolerating that.
Yeah.
We hope that you enjoyed hearing about these games. We hope that you maybe saw some games that you like and want to try them. Again, not sponsored.
Yeah.
This is all just personal opinion. None of the links down below are affiliate links or anything like that. We have no code.
No. I mean, if you would
we are open to getting them.
Yeah.
But we do not have any at the moment.
Yeah.
So play at your own discretion. And as always, feel free to comment down below if we mentioned your favorite game. Tell us about your favorite game. Did we miss a game? Do you have strong feelings about a game? Did you like Detention? Did you hate it? Did you have to mute the entire time? Did you skip it? Are you even here right now?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Please. Well, if you guys like this episode and want to stay connected with us, check out our website in the description. It contains links to our streaming platforms such as Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and more. Follow us for more behind-the-scenes content, announcements, and other random things we decide to put on there.
See you next time.
Bye.